say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2. And that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. For the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense in an empty set. Throwing, Carr. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not?
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back into play.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Makes the grab. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Through the air again, Carr. That pass is incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. A top 2 battle like this, so early in the season, an opportunity here to make a big statement.
No question about it. You know there's so many ramifications with the college football playoff and the Heisman Trophy in this game, even though, David, this is early in the year.
They're early, but head-to-head will matter down the road. Obviously, 2 huge programs trying to start their season off with a big win to boost their playoff case.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The run inside. It's Williams. Picks up the 1st down. Got a little grass. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Can't hang on, he muffs it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The option look. He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the 1st. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Bear. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Here comes the option. The pitch. Might have a chance. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game was working to perfection.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
Has it!
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Mobley.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Williams. And he's knocked down.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Got it.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Carr. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore got a man. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Moore will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Throwing, Moore. Got his man. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. That's caught. It's Bear. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Moore to the air again. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
21 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dante Moore makes a catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Young. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it for a big play. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was that they forced the turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Third and short now from their own 48. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice.
Makes the grab in their space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Moore. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Moore. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Carr. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Flanagan. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
He fires one deep down the right side. And that one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
With the catch, it's Gilbert. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Again, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. Goes high to pull it in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 14 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Utah State in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He breaks a tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been...
Hits the afterburners. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. A little release to the back. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Oh, he's got a chance!
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dante Moore. It's complete on the right side. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Throwing, Carr. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Carr to throw for it on 4th. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Moore. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Moore to the air. Under fire. Not able to hook up the air. Incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's open on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've already dug themselves a hole. They've given up some big plays. They're trailing in this football game, missing tackles. They've got to find some answers. They haven't had any for this offense so far.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Moore. He's got him in the flat. Fighting off the defender. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Pulls and fired complete. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On the option. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's Carr to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. C.J. Carr firing again. Looking downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Carr, under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it. Fakes to grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. To the air again, Carr. Stepping to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short. I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready. Got the big stop. Forces the 4th down.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here's Moore to throw. Got his man on the outside, and he'll be brought down.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost, and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Turns it on down the left side. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Could be an alley. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down.
Ready. Red. Hey, move. Jet. Go.
Running the red zone. It's Davison. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On the option. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Gets the back moving. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. Pulls it again on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Viola to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on